Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to cover deduction of quadratic formula, and side by side I'll teach you how to use this quadratic formula and solve a quadratic equation. So let's get started. So we will start from the standard form of a quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we all know about the standard form of a quadratic equation. Now if I solve this standard form, I will get a standard solution. That standard solution can be considered as a quadratic formula. Now to solve this standard form, we will use the method of completing square that I have taught you in the last class. So it will be very easier for us. So let's begin with completing square method. So first we have to make it a squared number. So in my last class I have taught you how to make it a squared number by multiplying the coefficient of x square, and I have also mentioned that by dividing the coefficient of x square also we can make it a square number. So in last class I have multiplied, in this class I will divide and show you. So the coefficient of x square is a, so we have to divide the left side and the right side of the equation by a. So we have ax square divided by a plus bx by a plus c by a is equal to 0 by a. Left side, right side, both sides I have to divide by a. So if I cancel a, here will remain what? X square plus bx by a plus c by a is equal to 0, because 0 divided by a is equal to 0. Now this will become a squared number. So very easily I can write x square. Now I have to make a complete square, for which I have to use the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square. So here I got a square. Now I need twice ab. So this part I have to make twice ab. So according to the formula I have to give a 2, and our a is x, so twice x. Now here I have to write in such a way so that after multiplying the three things I get bx divided by a. So here x is already there, so I will write b by a. So it will become bx by a, but this 2 is extra. So in order to cancel this 2, in this term I have to write a 2 here. So in this way 2 gets cancelled, it becomes bx divided by a. So this became twice ab. Now according to our formula a square plus 2ab, so our b is b divided by twice a. So I will write b square, that is b divided by twice a whole square. But you see this term is not present here. So in order to cancel this term, again I will write minus b by twice a whole square. Okay. Now these two will get cancelled. This term is this term, x square is this one. So ultimately who is left here? C by a. These two will get cancelled. So we will write plus c by a equal to 0. So whenever I write an equation, from one equation, both of them should be equal. If we calculate, you will see that ultimately you will get the same equation. Now see this part. This part is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So I can write a plus b whole square. Now we have to simplify this part. It will become minus b square by 4a square plus c by a equal to 0. Next step is x plus b by twice a whole square is equal to b square by 4a square minus c by a. Now if we simplify this part, the LCM of 4a and a is 4a square. So x plus b by twice a whole square is equal to 4 a square. Now if we divide 4a square and 4a square, we'll get 1. So 1 into b square will become b square minus. Now 4a divided by a will get cancelled, so 4a will remain here. So 4a into c will become 4ac. Now in order to find out the value of x, we have to remove the square. So we know that if we remove the square, I have to give a square root that side. So x plus b by twice a is equal to plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square. Now I have to find out the value of x. So finally x is equal to minus b by twice a plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. The square root of 4a square is twice a. So the LCM of these two terms is twice a. So finally the value of x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So in this way we have deduced the quadratic formula. This is the standard equation and I have solved the standard equation, and finally I have got a standard solution. Now this standard solution can be considered as a formula to solve other quadratic equations. Now if I compare this equation with any other quadratic equation, let us see what we get. So let us consider another quadratic equation. Say 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Now if I compare this quadratic equation with the standard form, I will get the values of a, b and c. So ax square, that means a is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 2. Now see, in the standard form, the standard equation I have solved and got the value of x in terms of a, b and c. Here there is no x. All the terms are either a, b or c. Now I have already said that this formula can be used because this is a standard solution. So this standard solution we will take the help and solve it. Okay, now you have to by heart this one. So x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. Now we got the value of a, b and c. Now we will plot the values in this formula and we will try to find out the solution. So finally the formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So this is our formula. Now a equal to 3, b equal to minus 5 and c equal to minus 2. All these values we will put here. So what will we get? X is equal to minus b. So b is minus 5. Again plus minus root over b square. So it is minus 5 square minus 4ac. 4 into a. A is 3 and c is 2 divided by twice a. A is 3. So finally we got x is equal to minus 5 will become plus 5 plus minus root over 5 square. Minus 5 square is equal to plus 25 and 4 into 3 12, 12 into 2 24 minus 24 divided by 6. So x is equal to 5 plus minus root over 1 divided by 6. So the value of root over 1 is 1. So x is equal to 5 plus minus 1 divided by 6. Now as we know that the degree of this quadratic equation or any quadratic equation is 2. So whenever we solve a quadratic equation we get two solutions. So here two solutions we have got here also. One is minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. Another is minus b minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So x is equal to minus b minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a, and x is equal to minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. So here also either x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 6 or x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 6. So two solutions. Therefore x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 6 or x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 6. So 5 plus 1, 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. So we got the value of x is equal to 1. Another value we will get x is equal to 5 minus 1. So 4 by 6. Therefore x is equal to, if you cancel you will get 2 and 3. So finally we got x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2 by 3. So this is how we have to use the quadratic formula in any quadratic equation and solve it. Now we have to by heart this quadratic formula. In the exam we cannot deduce it. Always you will not deduce the quadratic formula. So you have to by heart x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a, so that you can immediately apply and find out the solution. So all the three methods I have taught you in the last three classes. In the first class I have taught you how to solve a quadratic equation by using factorization. In the second class I have taught you how to solve it by using completing square, and here by using quadratic formula. So you see students, this formula, how to deduce the quadratic formula may come in the exam. So this is also very important. We should not ignore it. So you have to practice this also, and this will also help you in understanding much better way how to solve by using the method of completing square. So thank you. Goodbye.